Hi, it's Paris from EpicReviewGuys, and I am so tired today. I must have been up from about 1:30 to 4:30 in the morning watching and recording the blood moon eclipse, and sadly it ended up being an eclipse party of one. Yes, astronomy nerd, party of one, your table's ready. Oh yes, that's me. But I got some really good video. It was really spectacular. Let me show you what it looked like.
Epic Review Guys.
So if you're wondering what happened to my 10-year-old who was so excited and determined to join me out in the middle of the night to watch the blood moon appear, well, when I went to wake her up, I finally roused her enough where she kind of opened her eyes halfway and said, "I'm too tired," and rolled back over and went to sleep. So it ended up being just me out in the yard. And as I predicted, I set up the telescope, got it trained on the moon, got it so it would track the moon, hardly used it at all. The moon was so dim that it really didn't look that good through the telescope. Binoculars I used some to poke around and look at some other things in the sky, but mostly it was just standing there watching it was really the best view, and having the camera with the zoom also helped as well. Now Mars was also in the sky last night, and it's relatively close to the Earth at the moment, so it's fairly bright. And this video clip I'll show you starts out with a zoomed back view, and you can see Mars as the red dot up and to the right from the moon, and then I'll zoom into the moon and it'll sort of go through a fast collage starting out before the total eclipse when part of it is still white, and then the blood moon when it's reddish copper, and then as it comes out of the eclipse. And being out there for 3 hours recording, I did manage to capture a couple unique moments. One is an airplane that actually flew right through my shot and actually flew right across the disk of the red moon. It's pretty good. And I also managed to capture a meteor streaking right next to the moon, so it's in the same shot with the blood red moon. Both of those video clips I have up on my other channel, and I'll put a link to those at the end of this little video montage. So if you miss this eclipse, you don't have to wait too long for the next one. October 8th will be the next total lunar eclipse that you can see from North America. Unfortunately, the timing's not so great. It's also in the middle of the night. Now, there are 4 eclipses happening fairly close together within 18 months, 4 total lunar eclipses. And I think the last one, sometime in the middle of 2015, will be an evening eclipse, so you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to watch it. Now, about those unique moment clips that I mentioned earlier, the first one was a plane that I saw the little, occasionally flashing red light going across the sky, but I had no idea it was going to fly right across the moon. At that moment, I was zoomed out because I was getting Mars and the moon, one of those shots, when I realized that's going to pass right in front of the moon, so I'm trying to zoom in, but it wasn't centered on the moon. Anyway, the clip shows exactly what I saw, which is still pretty good. You can see the plane, and actually the shape of the plane moving right across the red disk, but then I did a slow motion zoomed in version so you can see it real clearly. I'll put a link to that right here. That's on my other channel, The World in 4K. The other unique moment I managed to capture is a meteor doing a short burn right near the blood red moon. It basically appears right near the moon and does a little strip across the sky, and then it burns itself out. But I managed to capture that all in one frame. So in that clip, I'll show you exactly what I saw in 4K, and then I'll show you a slow motion zoom in of the meteor, and I'll have the link to that right here. That's on my other channel also, The World in 4K. And so if you ask me, am I going to do this again on October 8th? Am I going to get up in the middle of the night and stand out in the freezing cold to watch this? Right now, today, I would say no. But I think it's a lot like childbirth. If you clearly remembered all the unpleasant parts, you'd never have more than one kid. But fortunately, we forget, and then we go out and do it again.
Shopping is easy when you know what to buy. At Epic Review Guys, we give it a try.